Welcome back to Christian Life Adventure. Today we're going to talk about the Christian walk. What is it? What does it entail? And why are Christians so rude sometimes? Do you want it to make sense? Why are the ones who are supposed to be loving but often seem the very harshest? Let's look at why this is.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Okay, let's start with a quick summary. We've had an encounter, right? A life-changing moment where God Himself revealed Himself in some way, and now we see things quite differently. He has changed our perspective. I mean, in essence, we've went from not believing to believing. That's quite a drastic thing, and you can't overlook that. It's also drastic to go from being a selfish, self-absorbed, often egotistical individual to a person that suddenly cares about others' feelings, often more than they do their own. Or is it just in theory? Well, in the midst of believing that we care about what God says and what He thinks, we care that He even knows our thoughts. It's a pursuit of purity, and on a level most don't understand. It's a life that takes lots of effort and dedication, despite usually being misunderstood, and while often being despised because of the way others have acted to people. So, why is that? Well, in the midst of all that effort to change and to live better consistently, many have confused that effort and that work with works being the solution. And here we go. Pride has set back in as if it was something that any of us did personally, which is the opposite of Christianity. Talk about getting tricked. You see, the reality is this. There's super happy young baby Christians. There's also mistaken, self-righteous strivers who are caught up in their works. There's miserable people who try to live like that, but are bitter that others don't, as if they were missing out. And then there's also the more mature, laid-back Christians who see those errors, perhaps after once falling into those traps themselves, or stages for a lack of a better term. And they begin to just live a life of love and obedience. Think about it, a life of love, in love with your Savior, in love with all that He's done for you, all that He's forgiven you for, and they're a much happier person. They do the right thing like there's no other options. And they care about others as if they were caring for themselves. That is the model. That is the image. And that's what we should see from perhaps maybe our grandmother who has served God for many decades as mine did. And that is more of a picture of real Christianity. It's just simply loving others. So if you're lost, if you're confused, or hurt from other Christians, many of us were, and we apologize for what they've said or done. And for those who serve God, try to take things cautiously and be gentle with how you treat others. Don't be the reason someone else walk away. Rather, be the reason someone wants what you have. Let them see your sincerity and your concern for others. You got this. You can do it. And I hope that you have a great week. And I thank you for supporting this channel and for liking, subscribing, or even just watching. Have a great day.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.